Hello, hello, party people. I'm going to put you over here. Hello, everybody. Don't worry, it isn't just me. Alona is just making herself presentable, according to her, which requires dry shampoo. I've already seen in the comments, we need goob, and yes, you are right, we do need goob. I need goob. I only saw him on the way in. He's been ignoring me ever since. Alona will be with us, hopefully with goob, soon. But in the meantime, how is everybody doing? I had a fun-packed day. I say fun-packed. What actually happened? I tidied because I was getting a smart meter fitted. I know. Contain your excitement. Hello, Heather. I need to move this chat so I can actually see a little bit better. We've got Angelo already in the chat. Who else we've got? Maybe I need to refresh that. Hopefully it doesn't make anything go wrong. Yeah. Cool. But yes, how are we all doing? What time is it with you? Is anyone at work while watching this? Let me know. What drumming related things have we been up to? Andrew? I'm glad you're liking the giant drumstick videos. I edited another one yesterday, and as you know, there's plenty more where that came from. They're really fun to edit. I've been putting extra sound effects in for these specifically, really trying to make them like cartoony. So I hope they're being received well. I think they are. I say I hope. I have looked at the views, so I know they're doing pretty okay. But I think they're a lot of fun. Andrew, for everyone else who doesn't know, was at the UK Drum Show and helped us by throwing said giant drumsticks at me. So if you've seen the giant drumstick videos, you'll know what I'm on about. And if you haven't, what are you playing at? Clearly not a true fan. Andrew, what you been working on drum-wise? You been doing anything? Let me know. I think that is the sound of an Alona Ponto approaching very soon. I walked in and found her slaving away over our email campaign. This chair. I would lose my mind if this was my setup. I do like the chair. It's very comfy. Much comfier than mine, but there's a drumstick leg in the way. Actually, that's not so different from my setup, I guess. It's still pretty small. Where are we all at, people? I feel like my brain is just working very slowly today. Nothing is happening quickly today. Over the last couple of days, I've been doing quite a lot of editing, but I've been finding I've been getting eye strain as well. Fun. I know. How fun. Not drum-related topic. So I'm trying to think of solutions for that. So if you have any solutions for eye strain, help a girl out. Minus not using my eyes, which I appreciate is probably the obvious answer. Hi, Dad. Alistair, good morning. Enjoying the left-hand bootcamp so far? Have you already started? Ooh, how are you finding it? I was re-watching it. Oh, how many days? Was it yesterday? Day before? Just to kind of check everything was still okay, because we made this. I did the videos quite a while ago, but obviously it was quite close to when I started doing videos, so we hadn't really got everything down just yet. Oh my god! Oh my god! You brought Goob as well.
I did bring Goob as well. He came off his own accord. Oh my god,
look, you look so small. Have you lost weight? You look amazing. Oh my god. Sweet child. Ugh, sweet bebe. He's going to drink your coffee.
No, he won't.
This is... Oh. Oh, yeah.
I was experiencing my chair for once.
I actually have been thinking about getting a new chair because...
I highly recommend this one. It is very good. It, basically completely solved my back problems.
How much was it?
£275.
Dad, I know you're watching.
And Christmas is coming up.
Hello,
It's called a
Googie.
slouch chair.
Hello, Googie.
And you can get it with or without arms, if that bothers you. I don't know.
I mean, can you put the arms up? You can't. I need one that folds the arms up.
I wish the arms folded up. That's the only problem with it.
Yeah. Hello, Goober. I'm now distracted by Goob. Oh, sweet baby angel. In fact, I'm going to even... Just for everyone's viewing pleasure. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Oh, I wish I could express to you just how soft he is at this current moment. Has he gone full winter floof yet?
He is definitely getting winter floofy. He could be floofier, I think, but you can really tell when it's what time of year it is with the cats, because he got so small and skinny in the summer.
Oh, that's a good scratch. Anyway, now there's loads of comments.
Hide your bum, Goobs. Very rude.
Put it away.
Put that behind a paywall, honestly.
Okay, Andrew has been sick all week. I'm so sorry to hear that. Open-handed playing is what he's been working on since the UK Drum Show. Yeah, Dexter Hercules, really inspiring. I wish I'd managed to see literally any performances apart from Vicky O'Neon's at the UK Drum Show. I thought I was going to see anything, honestly, and still managed to not see anything, even though we were technically not there doing anything.
Just chatting. Just too busy making friends.
Yeah. Martin says, only recently discovered me by accident. Loving the content. Amazing. I wonder how many people get discovered intentionally over accidentally. Anyway.
Alistair said he's working through the left-hand boot.
Yes, I saw. Looking closely at my left hand compared to my right hand was eye-opening. Isn't it? Oh my God. The difference between the two when you kind of have an idea of what you should be looking at is... You wonder how your left hand has managed your whole life. It's just honestly... just desperately trying to keep up with your right at all times. And Andrew, I don't know if we're going to be at the UK Drum Show next year. We generally don't know until...
I'm assuming that we will be.
Probably.
It's just
most likely.
Logistics thing. It's just getting that. Because the thing is, it's on the other side of the country for us. So it's a lot of money.
It's quite far.
For travel and accommodation and... it can just be very expensive. So... we have to save up our pennies to go.
Yes.
Why don't you zoom in on the browser so we can see the comments better? There we go. Look at that.
Aren't you good? Heather is having to learn 7 new songs that are way more difficult than she's had to learn before. I'm trying to absorb all the information.
Adult School of Rock student. I see.
Fun. That's so fun.
I'm sure you're doing it.
What are some of the songs?
Yeah, tell us the songs.
Close looking at left hand. Yeah.
Hello,
Alistair is saying hello to just you.
Hello,
specifically. I was asking also about eye strain and seeing what people's advice was. So
blue light filtering lenses. I have some custom ones fitted to my frames, and it's night and day. No eye strain or headaches from staring at the screen all day. Well, if you haven't already, which I feel like I've definitely recommended to you before, you should download a free plugin for your computer called Flux. So if you look at the toolbar on my computer, you can see there's like a little sun.
Yeah.
So that is Flux, and it basically throughout the day shifts the screen temperature to match what's actually happening outside. So at night it goes really warm and orange, and then it blues.
I have it where it's like at 8 it goes red, but the only problem with it is when if I'm colour grading anything.
Yes, if you're editing, you have to try and turn all that stuff off. So that's the only thing.
But it just depends. But another one is, did I get my eyes checked? Well, I only recently got these.
Yes. Did you get the blue light filtering stuff added to them?
There is I think there's 25%. That's why they're ever so slightly yellow.
Yeah.
But not that much. I'm guessing you got some good footage from the UK Drum Show as well, Andrew. Have you done any videos on feeling the click on different 16th notes? Do you mean when you're counting the click as if it's on like the E, the and, or the R? There's actually a video about that in Left Hand Bootcamp, which is, if you haven't heard already, we're putting Left Hand Bootcamp
Well, we haven't told anyone yet.
Well, we have now.
Well, we have now.
Someone's already been doing Left Hand Bootcamp, so
So if you are on our membership on our website, because we did have someone message the website and say, why can't I access all of the materials? I pay £3 a month on YouTube, and I was like, unfortunately, it's a little bit more money than that to access hundreds of video lessons and 70 plus ebooks and online programs and weekly workshops and drum loops. And if you're a gold member, one-to-one lessons. It's a little bit more than £3, unfortunately. Sorry about that. And I did have to explain that to them. But we are going to be putting our Left Hand Bootcamp online program up for the public. Because at the moment, only the members on our website can... If you're a member, then you can just go do that online program whenever. And we've had lots of positive feedback on that, saying it's basically all about strengthening and balancing your left hand back to your right.
Which everyone's, I don't care what you say, everyone's is crap.
Yeah.
Including mine, which is why I made Left Hand Bootcamp, because I wanted to sort mine out.
So if you are a member on our site, I know Alistair is, and that's why he's doing it, and how much it... Even after day one, I really love that he posted in the group that's on our website, the Left Hand Bootcamp group, being like, oh my God, I didn't know. My eyes have been opened.
Yeah.
And I'm only on day one.
Honestly, it is wild. Because you don't really think to pay attention to it in that way, and you don't really compare them in that way. And then as soon as you do, you go, oh God.
Yeah.
Are you quite all right?
He loves the attention.
So cute.
But yeah.
But yes,
so
that's what's happening.
If you are on our mailing list, you will be getting an email after this live stream, because I haven't finished preparing the email campaign.
That was literally what she was doing when I walked in.
That's why it hasn't, the weekly ebook hasn't gone out yet. But there's a little something about Left Hand Bootcamp, and you can find out some more information today and over the weekend as well. So if that is something that you're struggling with, which it probably is, because everyone struggles with it.
Everyone does.
Then we've got the solution for you. So make sure you are in our mailing list if you're not already. If you go in the description of this video, there will be a free ebook link, because not only do I invite you to join our mailing list, free ebooks every single week. So if you do like drums, which I'm assuming you do, if you are on this live stream, then I've got a doozy for you, and it's that simple. So go do it now, and then you'll get cool shit.
Yeah. Alistair asked about grip, in terms of should the bottom end of the stick hit your hand, the fleshy part of your hand. Hang on.
It doesn't really hit it.
Not really. I didn't bring my webcam, actually.
Jesus, they are big, aren't they?
Yeah, no, 2Bs.
Are these the tree trunk ones?
Yes.
They are fucking tree trunks. Sorry, I keep swearing.
Honestly, all the children who are watching this are really just going to start... They're going to start crying.
Yeah, it doesn't really hit your hand, does it?
Not really. And
it's
I
more
think
that your hand is a guide. It's more that your hand is like a guide of where that should stop, but it kind of...
I mean, when we're...
It kind of stays like there,
yeah,
doesn't it?
in Left Hand Bootcamp, because we're isolating it so much, and we're kind of... It's hard to implement it slowly and trying to get things, but doing this motion without hitting you, that might, when you're doing this as well, obviously. No, maybe it doesn't hit the bottom of your hand, but it shouldn't really be hitting the bottom of the kind of fleshy part of your hand. Not really. Maybe, I mean, if you're on the membership, maybe booking a coaching call or something, and see just if you're worried about it. But otherwise, don't.
You can bring it up in. This is a good thing about the weekly workshops.
Yes.
The group workshops on the membership is that the topics, so Chris hosts them weekly at the moment. We're hoping to expand out to more time slots and more teachers and stuff in the future when we have a bigger membership base. But at the moment, it's on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. GMT, and he does plan topics. Obviously, he does plan for what he will cover in the workshops. But a lot of the time, the students in the workshop will just be like, can we just cover this?
Yeah.
I'm really stuck on this. And then they'll just impromptu do what... Pretty much most workshops end up going that way, where he'll have planned something, and then the students are like, we don't want to work on that. We want to work on this. So if you are struggling with something in particular and you are a member, then you can just rock up to the workshop and be like, Chris, I don't care about your lesson plan.
Yep.
Throw it in the bin.
Yep.
I want to do this topic.
Do members have access to the helpline as well?
No.
That's
only
just
Fast
Crash
Track
Course.
Drummer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You would think I'd know at this point, but
I know.
honestly...
She just does the videos.
We do everything else. Here. She's logistics. She makes it happen. So Heather is learning psychosocial chop suey. That's pretty full on. End of heartache. I don't know. Ace of Spades. That's pretty quick. My Hero Awake. I don't know who that's by. And also Breaking the Law. Judas Priest. Ooh.
That is a set list.
That's absolutely.
That is one hell of a set list.
Breaking the Law is probably the easiest. I'll have to check. But that's quite a fun one. Still quite fast on the hi-hat. Ace of Spades is fast. Don't overcomplicate the bass drum pattern. Just focus on staying in time is my advice on that one. Yeah, pretty cool. Do you mind? Professor Whom is very right-handed. And on top of that, I have a separated shoulder.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah. Not going to make that joke. Yeah. Which really accentuates the left hand, the left-right hand difference. That would, understandably.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, it depends which. Is it the
left
left
which shoulder is separated?
I'm guessing it's the left shoulder. Hopefully, it doesn't cause too much discomfort when you're playing. Fingers crossed. Yes, Goob is very locked in.
He's now giving himself a bath
at all times on whatever he is doing. In fact, let's give you some privacy. Okay. When I can't sleep, I listen to the clock ticking and subdivide against it, but strangely, it only works at 60 BPM. Well, yeah, that would make sense because it's 60 beats per minute.
That's the joke.
Ahaha.
What do you think about doing drumming on a door? It's very helpful if you want to record yourself or write. So if you are talking about recording the MIDI of an electric kit into a door, that is going to be probably really useful to you if you are looking to write songs and just get ideas down, but you don't want to have to program the drums in. Different people have different approaches. Like, obviously, if you are really knowledgeable with drum programming and that's a comfortable way for you to just write drums, you could do it that way. But I can completely understand why you might rather play and then just record what you played and then
quantize
the
it
door
or
do
whatever.
the work for you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's quite straightforward. I mean, most e-kits are designed for that, right? You can just plug them in and it just acts like any input in your audio interface should
especially Roland kits. It depends what sounds you use as well. But you can also just use a sample pad, like the little square boxes that you can just hit different things on. That works equally as well.
Yeah. And I imagine that's perfect as well because you know, if you want to practice a song and you want to change the tempo, you can, if you're doing it all within a DAW, then for those who don't know, because there might be some, that means a digital audio workstation. So that basically means Logic, Ableton, Pro Tools, Cubase, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the ultimate tool, really, isn't it? But I can appreciate that it would also get overwhelming if you're not really familiar with those tools. So I wouldn't start with that if I were you. But
well, the thing is, a lot of the if you're trying to copy some of the grooves I'm doing in the video lessons, you can do that because it all fits on the grid. Like the 1E and a 2E and a 3E and it's just your 16th notes on a DAW grid when you're MIDI grid. So you can kind of just line up the dots, really. My advice, if you're trying to make it sound more realistic, it's all about dynamics, because if you think about it, a human being isn't going to be consistent all the time.
Except for me, I'm perfect.
Except for you,
I've
obviously.
literally never had that problem.
You're actually a robot? Have you seen that AI robot?
I find it very unrelatable when people say that they struggle with the drums. It's not true at all. No. I cried many times.
No, you're actually that new, I think it's in Japan, they've just showed off like an animatronic robot that walks very uncanny valley, like it's a bit too good kind of thing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that's you, Alona.
Yes.
Actually, I need to cut open your leg and
I'm
prove
a
that you're not
robot.
a robot.
That's what I
am.
That's amazing out of context. Can't wait for Bex to clip that one
up.
Alistair says that's why he thinks he's losing so much of the bounce in the left hand. Yeah, it's definitely... I mean, if I was more advanced, at drumming, then I would probably try and take left hand boot camp because my left hand is
Well,
absolutely pants.
You could probably do it either way. Just something I want to say to people who are doing it as well, because we're going to add this into the course, which is you don't even have to get all the way through it to get a lot of value from it. Because it was one of the first things I did.
You do get paused and said it's going to get really hard now.
Which
do
it
you
does.
Want to continue?
Yeah, because I tried to cover all the bases.
The first half is like covering the bases, and then the second half is like
right. Time to do a different rhythm on the ride cymbal while doing 16th note ghost notes on the snare drum and some accent patterns at the same time, because why not? And it's just a bit whoa. But it
I
means
have told
if you're more
everyone you don't
advanced.
need a drum kit to do it. Is that correct? Because that's what I was told by you and Christopher.
Really?
Yes, that you don't need a kit. You can just do it with a pad.
You can. Yes. However, day 9 and 10, you probably want a drum kit.
Okay.
Because it's groove-based stuff.
I will change
She has been misinformed.
I have been misinformed.
Yes. Because the whole point is that it leads up to being able to play grooves while playing 16th note ghost notes all the time. In fact, I will hit some pads and show you what I mean.
Let's swap
It means
chairs.
you can swap chairs because you want to be back by the microphone.
I want to be back on my
Your
own
chair.
Yeah. And also this chair has arms that flip up. It's me, I'm back! I'm the queen of this castle. Yeah, I'll have to let Chris know that you can do the majority of Left Hand Boot Camp on pad and sticks, but the last couple of days you do need a drum kit, maybe. Oh, no, we don't have a second webcam.
But yeah, working up to being able to do not this fast, but that. But also that. So day 10 is that. So that's pretty full on. But you can work up to it, doing short rhythms and stuff. All it's really trying to do is put more focus and timing into your left hand doing consistent notes. And everything on top of that is just kind of extra, really. But it will sort your left hand out, for sure.
Oh. Is that what I want? That's the wrong one.
What do you mean?
I want that one. There we go. Andrew says, I went to a garden centre last week down south and there was so much Nido. I literally have one right here because I burst the little one.
Oh, did you?
And
did you actually break it?
Yeah, and my middle one is dying a death because there's loads of air in it. So this is the last one stand. It just eventually it splits. There's a seal at the bottom. Not sponsored, I wish. There's a seal at the bottom and it just bursts eventually. Just from being manhandled so much.
Oh, I haven't used mine enough to
But there you go.
abuse it.
For those who don't know, this is a stress toy. It's called a Nido.
It's honestly.
You just squish it.
Life changing.
It's very satisfying.
It's so good.
Alistair says he's talking about the coordination boot camp that we just did over October. Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm not cool. Oh, I've scrolled too far down. Wait.
There's a lot.
I'm coming back. Okay. I was a bit worried about attending the workshops because I'd be on camera, but it ended up just being fine. You don't have to put your camera on. No. You can just attend the workshops and just watch them and follow along in silence. But you will get a lot more benefit out of getting involved and making friends and talking.
Which people are.
It's very cute. There's a little community kind of growing. And you get to watch, these people and they become your friends and you watch their progress and it encourages you to want to, match them. And the teacher will, because they're intimate enough, small enough groups, the teacher will be like, right, you show me how you're doing, I can give you some feedback on what you're doing, and it's personalized and it's like direct responsive feedback. But if you are feeling shy, you can do the first couple sessions kind of on your own, and then but you'll get more out of it if you get involved. But I understand feeling a bit shy. Professor Hume says, it might be a silly question, but do you have advice for a practice pad placement, i.e. height and distance?
Exactly where you'd want your snare drum. So
there you go.
Setup Wizard tells you all about that. Which is, of course, again on our membership.
Yes. Again, those who are members on our site, we have an online program called Drum Setup Wizard, which everyone has loved. I don't know what magic you sprinkled onto that course,
you
but
take it and find out, baby.
People just love it, and they're like, "Oh my god, my life has been changed."
Some actual direct answers.
Yeah,
and it's just custard's chain.
Yeah, exactly. Black Flame says, first off, I really enjoy the content. It's really cool. Thank you so much. Cindy Carves, hey ladies, hey girl.
Hey.
Love you, so happy to see female drummers. She is. I'm
Yes, you are.
one fraction of a female drummer. I'm more female than I am drummer. I'm 50% of that statement.
The gender of drummer.
In my day, we were discouraged, but now, thankfully, we are simply accepted.
Yes.
Encouraged.
Yes. There's so many young.
All women will drum.
Yeah.
That's our true mission.
Mm-hmm.
Is the cat scared of drums? The cat doesn't care that much about most things. He's slightly fussed.
I mean, it's not too loud either. And they're not real.
Are you fussed?
If it was acoustic drums, I don't think he'd want
He
anything
doesn't.
to do with
He
it.
doesn't really care. He doesn't. He's never been one of those cats that's been fussed by the Hoover or anything like that. He's not a sensitive soul.
There's not much going on behind those eyes.
There is one brain cell, and
Oh.
it's just thinking about food at all times.
And it's just cute. It's just love at all times.
Goob is a secret drummer.
Yeah.
Professor Hume says left shoulder clavicle is only attached on the one side.
I don't know, can you get up a biology image of this, anatomy image, because I need to know what it.
Clavicle.
I think I do know what that is.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
It's only connected, just for those who
One
are
end.
not understanding. Oh, there's no way you're going to be able to see that. Hold on. Oh, done. I'm getting it ready. That's the red
Whoa.
thing is the clavicle. So
Whoa.
Professor Hume only has one of those. That, from this diagram, looks quite important. So I'm a bit concerned that one arm is a little bit floppy.
Yeah.
I hope you're okay. How did that happen? I want to know more.
Were you born with it, or was it just something, an accident, or kind of curious, to be honest?
Yeah.
You don't have to share.
You don't have to, but I want to know more. You have opened this can of worms, so you're going to have to close it. Black Flame says, I want to ask if it can be a problem being left-handed when taking lessons.
No.
No. And are there any songs you'd recommend to a beginner? I started about a month ago playing 1 to 2 hours a day.
So many. Seven Nation Army, great song. It's one
Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That's
I
a
wouldn't say
popular
it's your
one.
first one to
No?
learn. I'd say AC/DC. Maybe not Back in Black, actually, even though it seems more simple. Highway to Hell's pretty good, but a little bit quick on the hi-hat. Just trying to think. We need a list.
I know.
We need to just...
Maybe we should do a little course of beginner songs.
Well, that is actually, it's already been in the pipeline. We're working on other stuff.
Got ideas.
I've already filmed it.
There's
I think.
only one Emma, and yet there's so much
Yeah.
drum knowledge we're trying to
Yeah.
extract
You should
out of her.
Take it from me. If I'm saying, I think I remember filming a whole 28-day course for that. The fact that I can't remember for certain if I did or didn't tells you everything about where I'm at.
Heather says, my biggest issues have been speed on my hands on the rolls and kicks. Also playing a certain groove with both feet while playing a different slower groove on my hands.
Ooh. What? Ooh. Do you mean rhythm? I think. Maybe. But that sounds like coordination boot camp.
Might need coordination boot camp.
Not gonna lie.
We are going to be doing another enrolment of the 28-day coordination boot camp in January. So if you missed it in October or it wasn't good time, but you want to kick off your year feeling spicy and feeling coordinated,
An actually
then
achievable New Year's resolution.
yeah, I highly
Yeah.
recommend keeping an eye out for that, because we will be doing early bird discounts, and there will be a DIY version and a guided version again. So the guided version comes with the drum support text line, and it comes with, I don't know if we'll be doing free lessons this time. The first enrollment had a lot of extra bonuses that I don't know if the second one will have. So if you managed to get in, then well done. I don't know if we'll be doing the lessons again, just because a lot of people didn't feel they needed them. So we won't confuse things and add them if they're not needed. But people love the workshops. I feel like we should just do more workshops, to be honest, because they really seem to help. Baran says, hello, what did I miss? Just joking, you don't have to give me a rundown.
We won't then.
We won't. I was going to say we just answered some questions, but there you go. Can you make some Kendrick Lamar drums? No.
Are you talking about on a DAW? I think. That was the question
I'm
4.
sure that you could.
It would. So what you'd want to do is more.
I don't. If you're meaning right now, this second, no.
No, but if you're trying to recreate them, I don't actually know what he's done, but you probably can't go wrong with an 808 drum kit or a 909 drum kit and get the samples from that, so the sounds, and just again not put them on the grid, but you'd put them in time where you need them, and it would sound probably not far off.
Baran says, did anyone guess Emma's makeup? You didn't need to guess. It's terrible that my makeup was that bad that you couldn't tell what it was. She was supposed to be a skeleton. I did say it at the beginning, I think. I thought,
Spoilers.
I'm going to make you a skeleton. But if anyone wants to know what I'm talking about is... Dusty Corpse. What a name. Oh, gosh. Says, no face paint this time. That was a Halloween special. You have to come back next Halloween for it again. I think she'd be plot twist, I'm going to be painting your face again.
Oh my god.
As a drum kit, I'm going to paint a snare onto your face.
No, you have to do it so I'd have to stay still and it looks like I'm no longer there anymore. You do the full,
yes.
body where I blend
Yeah. Alistair says, interesting, it looks like you're almost using a French grip with the right hand on the ride, Emma.
I flip between whatever works. So if I'm just relaxed on the ride cymbal, I usually do actually have thumb on top. Depending on what I'm doing, and then I rotate. You can't really see it, but I'm doing kind of between this and that. And
I feel like that makes sense. Just whatever's ergonomically making the most
you're
sense.
Going over to the right.
Because if you're hitting something, you don't need to hit like that, do you? You can hit like that, so that makes sense. The chat is jumping about very quickly. I'm gonna zoom out once, just so I've got a little bit more. ZD3D says, I just got a vocal mic set up for my 7-year-old so we can write songs together, and she sings along to my drumming. That's so cute. We're working on a real banger about pancakes.
I want to
that
hear
sounds
the banger
fantastic.
About pancakes. Can you put it in the Discord chat?
Yes, if you are not on the Discord, I'm going to put an
invite
right now.
And there's actually a tab for share your music. So please put it in there.
I'm putting an invite link to the Discord right now.
Honestly, I think our YouTube channel does need a new theme song. So
I agree.
That'd be
I want to hear the song about pancakes. I love pancakes. I have them for breakfast a lot. What does everyone think about the download lineup for next year? It is very good. Limp Bizkit, Guns N' Roses, I believe.
Really?
I think it's Guns N' Roses. Hold on.
Okay.
Download 2026. Let me just double check it. Yeah, it's Guns N' Roses.
Really?
And then Linkin Park. So the headliners are very strong, to be fair.
Jesus.
And they're all UK exclusives as well for the year.
Oh, they got Hailstorm. Ooh. And Baby Metal.
Bad
Pretty
Omens.
Reckless is really good. Black Veil.
Pretty Reckless. All American Rejects. I actually love All American Rejects. I think they're really fun. They're a really fun band. Architects. There's loads. Bloody Wood. Scene Queen. Lots of smaller artists, which I really like. I was saying this to a friend the other day. I feel like they've really got their ear to the ground of who's like up and coming and who's small but should get like some recognition, because there's some really like niche people on here. So yeah, it's cool. It looks like a really good lineup. Hello Justin, what's up legends? Happy Friday, let's go. You have put a guitar emoji.
I like that.
Wrong emoji.
Yeah.
Wrong channel. I'm joking. Anyone else going to see Nate Smith in London a week on
I
Sunday?
didn't realise he was even...
I don't know Nate Smith.
Nate Smith, who is he? Really, really good drummer.
He's a good drummer.
Drummer for the Fearless Flyers. Do you know the Fearless Flyers?
Yes.
No, Wolfpack?
Yes.
Yes, so people from Wolfpack, some people from that band
I can't
made
keep
another
up.
band.
All these bands just making new
but
bands.
Wolfpack is kind of one of the most important bands of like the last 10 years, really.
Yeah, I should.
Anyway, Nate Smith, really, 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 really. And in fact, he is competing for top spot for my favourite drummer. I finally have made my mind up.
Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
You've just watched that live.
Yes, people.
Wait,
This is the announcement.
Who are they competing with?
Me.
It's you or Nate Smith. Amazing. Cindy says, yes, encouraged. Yes.
Hell
it's
yeah.
more of a threat. Everyone will be a drummer. Rather than, yay, everyone will be a drummer. Andrew says, I'm enjoying the Paris Drum Show on YouTube. Has anyone else had them on constantly? No, but we were going to go.
Yeah.
I say we. Emma
I
usually
was
goes most
gonna
years,
go.
but
I can't remember what I think we were just doing
tired. Too much.
Too
We were trying to
much.
we wanted to focus on the coordination bootcamp students. Lobby Robbie. What a name.
Great name.
I'm on my 40s and starting to learn how to play. If I'm just jamming out, I can do okay. When I try to play along a song, I completely fall apart. It's like I get nervous. Do you have any tips?
You have to be kind of two things. First thing,
Drama.
no, but being able to recover when it goes out of time. So what I would do is literally break it back down to just having the hi-hat in time and then coming back in, getting used to that. And eventually what you want to have is have a basic groove down that you can always revert to. So you're still playing and still, you can bring it back and then add the more complicated stuff as you get more comfortable again. And also learn the parts so well, the main grooves especially. Fills are also important to learn, like memorize completely, but get the grooves really, really down so you're not thinking about those as you're playing through the sections. Then you have more brain power to think about the fills and the other bells and whistles going on. And don't be afraid to simplify the part if it's in aid of making it sound more in time.
Yeah.
Those three.
It's more important to play the song consistently in time than to show off and do a whole bunch of, impressive stuff that you might mess up because you haven't been able to, haven't got the experience,
Nothing
which is
worse
fine.
than seeing someone show off and it goes wrong. Yeah.
But holding down the beat, very good. Professor Hume says, bicycle accident, it's fine, I can still climb and do pull-ups when I was fitter. Interesting.
Wow. Mad.
This is why riding a bicycle is terrible and dangerous, everyone.
Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah.
I am very much a driver and not a cyclist.
You are the person who knocks the cyclist
I
off.
have beef with cyclists. They are annoying and don't respect road rules. I'm sure you're the exception. But that sounds unpleasant. I'm sorry that you had that. I hope that it doesn't hurt. It feels like that would be something that would hurt and give you a lot of achy pains. Because the thing is, even if maybe the injury itself isn't causing you pain, it's probably having an effect on the surrounding areas. So maybe the muscles and stuff are having to
compensate.
They're having to compensate, exactly. Yeah. So you might be getting some stuff from that. So sorry if you are. That sucks. Lord Extrasus says people need to donate so you can buy a second mic. I know.
Yeah.
I know you will only care about what she has to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There you go. She's over there now. People need to donate so that we can both buy new computers because our computers are dying.
Ain't that the truth?
My CPU is crying and dying a death. Sorry, Goob. Apologies. Hold on. I need to just... There we go.
Settle the boy.
Better. Hotel Yorba as a good beginner song.
Never heard of it, but I'll take your word for it.
Alistair says, if you can find the song on YouTube, you can slow it down. I find it helped me to build the confidence that I could play along.
Big one.
Yeah, if you don't know, you can hover over the little cog icon and you can change the playback speed. You can be really specific with it as well. You can change it to you don't have to just go with the set ones.
7.5.
You can do a really custom one if you're just doing it really incrementally.
I suggest, because if you go below 0.85, it starts to get a bit crunchy and a bit hard to actually hear where anything is. So stay around there and up.
Bran says, I thought she was supposed to be a specific character, misunderstood. Oh, okay, no. Just a skeleton.
Generic,
just generic skeleton.
Your bog standard.
Yeah.
Everyone's got one. Skeleton.
Yeah. Heather says, I guess what I need is more limb independence. Heather.
We have some news for you.
And we have some good news for you. Yeah. Hard to wrap my brain around playing different rhythms on my hands and feet. Example, the end of Psychosocial. Yeah, the left hand... No. The other one, I'm so confused. Too many boot camps. The 28-day coordination boot camp is definitely what you need. So let me get the waiting list up for you.
Also, just to clarify, that camp is really for bass drum coordination and getting your bass drum anywhere you want it, essentially. But that is kind of the key to then getting everything else to work for you too. So have a look, see what you think. It might be good for you.
There you go. You should join. I've just put a link in the live chat. If you enter into the form, there's just a few questions it asks, so we can just find out a bit more information about what you need and stuff. and we can contact you, and we're doing the early bird discount for the next run. It's a 28-day course, so it's 20 video lessons, and the weekends you consolidate and then you rest. We had someone send us a very upset message today going, "It's a 28-day course, but there's only 20 lessons. Harumph!" It's not 28. And I was like, you need to rest, woman.
Yeah.
You need to breathe, otherwise things don't cook in your brain. But fair enough, I understand
Some people like structure,
the confusion. Yeah.
and some people like to be given too much.
Yeah.
And we ain't about
I was like, well, we don't want to burn you out.
Yeah.
That's why.
But
28
it's the mistake that
solid
people do too
days
much.
of working on that would have been
Yeah.
really quite a lot. And
You
if
lose
you
your mind.
if you want to skip forward to the next days, that's
And
fine.
then
But
you wouldn't get to enjoy the funny videos that I put on Sunday.
yeah, the weekend videos are fun.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's alright. When in doubt, beer money or preferred consumable. Nothing
Oh,
sensible.
thank
Thank you so much. Thank you, Baran. We appreciate you greatly.
Oh, I love little Goob in the corner. It's so
I know.
cute. We need
Hold
to
on.
move me in the banner so
There
we
we go.
can.
There we go. You can now look at the cat. That's all you guys care about. You just want
Aw.
to look at the cat. Thank you, Baran. We appreciate that kindly. Every little very much helps. Professor Whom, when in doubt, eighth note money groove.
Yep. Straight. That's
What's
just
an
a
eighth
straight
note
eight.
money groove?
Straight 8.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Just,
everything fits with it.
Justin says, "Hey Emma and Lona, hey. Mind if I send a short clip sometime? Would love to know your thoughts on my posture and setup. We can do you one better, love. You can book a free coaching call with the founder of Love to Learn Drums, because he is an expert drum tutor.
Chris Keeling.
He can watch your drumming and he can give you feedback there and then,
Yeah.
and give you more feedback on
honestly,
other things.
He's the best teacher I've ever seen, and that's not just me saying that as exceedingly biased.
He's one of those people that
He's
is able to
just-
just like figure out what something is like that. Like he just knows.
But then he also goes and gives you exactly the thing you need, how you're going to do it, how long you're going to do it for, and then gives you 5 different things for after the fact.
And it's all just on a free call.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He's
I
the
would
dude.
recommend that. If you go into the description of this video, there will be a waiting list link for coaching calls. If you fill that in, do that. Ooh, someone is ringing my doorbell, but I can't answer them. Hi Emma and Ilona, says Chris, and Ryan. Ryan is away. He is doing audio.
His job.
He's doing his job. He's doing sound for a gig in London. How are you? Will Ryan be joining you for the chat session? No, not today.
Not this week.
He's
Busy in London.
busy. Yes, busy and stressed today. Oh, Andrew used the amazing
Walrus emoji.
walrus emoji of Emma. Enough people don't use your emojis more. To be honest, sad. I wish they used them more. It would make me really happy if they did.
I don't think most people know they're there.
That's
to be
true,
honest.
guys. If you are a YouTube member, which is separate to our website membership, if you're a YouTube member, it supports our channel. It just supports what we do, creating the content, and also you get early access to videos. And at some point, we will be doing member exclusive live streams, because we've got some really interesting interviews that we did with a bunch of famous drummers in big bands at various festivals. But when we put them up on YouTube,
No one wants to hear about it.
no one seems to care.
No.
But we thought we would go through them and we could dissect them, and Emma could demonstrate what they're doing, and we'll like play their drumming and techniques that they explain, and it'll be really funky, fresh and cool. So we can do like a much more interesting, valuable, educational way of breaking it down, but it works better on a live format. People can ask questions and we can do a whole back and forth.
Yeah.
And those will be member exclusive. So we just want to figure out the most like high production way to do that to make sure it doesn't look rubbish. But also you get access to these amazing emojis, which I have just put in the chat. There we go. Worth the description alone, the subscription on YouTube alone. Let's see. Professor Hume says Hotel Yorba is essentially quarter notes on floor tom, kick on 1 and 3,
Yep.
snare on 2 and 4, sometimes quarters on crash, but
Nice.
it's fun.
Fun.
Brand says appreciate you too. Okay. VP Motion says happy Friday. Are you still playing with the band? Yes.
Which one?
Many. So many.
Yes.
You play more often with other bands. We
Yeah.
don't play that often. But we are doing things, I promise.
Yeah. We are doing things.
Do you guys? Should we give them a sneak peek at the
I think
photography that we
should, 'cause
did?
They are
So
amazing.
we recently did a photo shoot and video shoot for our upcoming EP thing that we've been working
Don't show
on.
them the pictures of me, because Jesus, those were rough.
And basically the concept behind the artwork is like a siren mermaid in a bathtub.
It's so good.
And the photos look insane. They look so good. I'm looking at the wrong chat. This is the one I want.
Chris asks, what happened to the huge drumsticks? They are owned by Evans Heads.
Yes, it was at the UK Drum Show.
and
Though we're hoping that they will send us some.
Yeah. Well, we need to. Did you email them about
Yes,
it?
yeah, we emailed them.
Alistair definitely recommends the coaching calls. Yes, they are fantastic. I'm glad you got some great information out of them too. Which one are you going to show?
This one was really good.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, you're going to see it about 5 pixels across.
Yeah, because I'm just going to... Hold on.
Look at that reflective screen.
You can't really see much, but that's one of the photos. It looks very cool. The vibe is very cool. I think that the music is going to be very good when I finish it. I've just been very busy working for her, so I haven't finished the vocals.
Put it on me.
Yeah, it's your fault. I've been busy working, but the songs are almost done. What doesn't help is very recently, for the first time in ages, I wrote a song because I've had really bad writer's block.
Spanner in the works.
I've had really bad writer's block for years now, and this was the first time I wrote a song in literally ages, and I was like, oh, I really like it. Can we add this? And the whole band was like, Elena, please. So we'll see if that happens. Chris says, Emma, what happened to the huge drumsticks? Oh no, we did that, sorry. Alistair, definitely recommend the coaching call. It's free, so there's nothing to lose. And Chris is a really nice guy. He is. He is a nice guy. And he knows what he's talking about.
Annoyingly, he asks us to do things, which is really upsetting.
I know.
But,
he, makes sure that we do our jobs.
He gives us direction. What do you want that for?
Pressure Drop says, I was asked if I could play Cajon. I love a bit of Cajon and... what that is. Zydeco. I don't know what that is. So said, yeah, I'll come along for a jam. Went along last night and it was Cajon. Not to worry. We have a gig next Friday. Is Cajon particularly difficult? Do you have? Can you? What's the sitch with Cajon? I feel like we don't bring it up much.
In the Q&A video where I talked about hot rods.
Is it a similar energy for Cajons? What's the beef with Cajons?
No, it's not the beef. It's my beef.
Okay. What's your
back
beef?
Hurt. I'd rather play real drums, because it's just the box you sit on, right, and whack. And there is artistry to it. Don't get me wrong.
Whack
there
that
is
box.
with all things. But I just prefer using sticks and real drums personally.
It didn't.
Also, it makes your back hurt.
I tried to put the. There we go.
They were in there.
No, it keeps deleting the emotes.
I don't know. Maybe it's still there. It's just.
I've just tried to put the emotes again, and for
you're not
us,
a member on your own channel.
For us, it's deleting the emotes when I post them, so I don't know why, but there we go. Chris Lark says, please don't forget to hit the like button. Where is Jesse?
Yeah.
Because this is Jesse's job normally. I say Jesse's job. He's normally the one that is...
Unpaid. Charity work.
Yeah, telling everyone to like. I do a... K-Jun. Oh, I thought it was Cajon. Are there two... Is a K-Jun something different? I'm pretty sure it's Cajon.
It is Cajon.
If you're talking about the box, it's Cajon. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cajun is a cuisine.
Yes. So unless we're talking about different things. Scroll up.
I think actually it doesn't matter.
But yes, we haven't seen Jesse. For those who come to the regular live streams,
Where's
Jammin'
the boy
Jesse, we miss you. Come back.
Lad.
If you watch this back.
But he's working or something.
Yeah, he's probably
Maybe
inventing
like
a
that.
new type of instrument / wheelchair because he's just like that. Alistair asks, Ilona, how do you put down new song ideas? Do you record your voice, guitar, piano, or lyrics come first? Lyrics come first for me, always. If I can get something loose on an acoustic, because that was my first instrument that I actually played, so I can kind of play basic chords, just to get a structure and get a vibe going so that I can write a song, and then I hand it off to my guitarist, who is much better at this than me, and he actually makes it interesting. That's the only problem, is that if I write a whole song on my own, harmonically the song isn't that interesting because I'm not really good with chords and doing interesting things like that. So the melody ends up sitting in a really samey place. Which is why working with a band is really good, and writing as a group is really good, because you can prevent that, and you can prevent repeated patterns that you're writing, and it introduces a lot more originality and unique ideas because you're kind of crafting it as a group.
God forbid you show her anything in Phrygian.
I love
She'll lose her
Phrygian.
mind.
I love Phrygian.
Guess,
So
I
good.
like that.
We haven't even written a song in Phrygian. We need to do it ASAP, please. But yes, I will then just record like a voice note on my phone or something. So that's what I did with the last song I wrote. And the thing is, what's really annoying is I was really ill when I wrote the song, so my voice was really deep, and the song it works best deep, in that register. But it's hard for me.
You gotta record it when you wake up.
Yeah, it's hard for me to hit like as low as that cleanly and in a nice way, not ill. And also the vibe of the demo that I recorded on my voice notes on my phone is so good, but at the end I have a coughing fit and I mess up the song. So I do the whole song and it's so good and it's got such a vibe, and then I just have a coughing fit and go, you get the point, and then it just ends. Yeah. Which is not what I want the song to, obviously be like, but there's another song that is going on the EP that is just staying as its original demo because I just can't re-record the same vibe. It's so hard to recapture. Derek says, Emma, just wanted to come here to say thanks. I started drumming a few months ago and your content has been awesome. I can't tell you how many screenshots I have on my phone from your shorts to try and practice new things. Yeah, I can imagine. Pressure Drop says, how I played it was right hand, right foot and left hand was snare. Went down okay. Oh.
Yeah. Go on.
Oh, I see. Cajun is also a style of music. I think I misunderstood what you were saying then, because I thought they were talking about specifically the instrument cajon. Yeah. I feel like I've missed the joke.
Andrew says, call it a cardboard box.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It reads better in text format. I'm not
it does. That's true.
I found it funny.
Cajun is folk music from Louisiana, as is Zydeco. I see. Okay.
Yes, we are the uncultured ones. Okay.
BP Motion. Emma, any plans to collab with Drumeo?
Interesting. I'd think about it.
We're thinking about it. We have actually spoken to them recently. We will see.
Yeah. Chris
Lark says, Ilona, Emma, and later Ryan. The name of the song I was going to suggest during the Halloween chat, if you ever decided to let Ryan sing lead, is I Just Want to Stop by Gino Vanelli. It is a... We will never know.
We will never know.
Jawara, life sucks. Why? What's happened? That's a statement to come out the gate with. What's going on? This is your weekly therapy session. Let's go. Let's discuss this.
How could one who has authored 7 books possibly
I know
have a life that sucks?
Chris says, sexy ballad paste. Oh, it is a sexy ballad paste. Does have a saxophone break, nice, and has great backing vocals that I know Lona and Emma can nail. There you go. Ryan's not much of a clean vocalist. His clean vocals are very inspired by like Linkin Park and stuff like that. So he's very gritty and growly and shouty with his clean vocals because he's very good at scream vocals and he can do a lot of different types of scream vocals. But clean is not as much his strength. He can be a little bit pitchy.
That's
Sorry,
what
Ryan.
auto-tune is for.
That's what auto-tune is for. He has done some clean vocals on some of his old band Sunfall's songs. But they were like BVs and stuff. And again, they were kind of more shouty metalcore clean vocals rather than like clean vocals. Baran says, when I was depressed, I wrote a diary of gratitude. I contemplated what I appreciated by the negative. What I learned was how I grew, what I gained, for instance. That's lovely. I see a lot of people recommend that.
Yes.
I did have a friend at college that used to bother the hell out of me by being like, Ilona. It's actually uni. you just need to be grateful. Just think of every day you just need to count the things you're grateful for. And I'd be like, leave me alone.
Sometimes it's not.
I'm grateful for you leaving me alone.
Yeah. Thank you for giving me something to be grateful for.
But the thing is that he would bring that up when like wasn't helpful. Do you know what I mean? In like the worst, like something just objectively.
Do I know who it was?
It was the other Ryan.
Oh.
There you go. Alistair says, do either of you take vocal lessons or have a vocal coach? No.
I had a couple of lessons.
I've had a few lessons.
It was helpful.
Which were helpful, yes. I had a few lessons when I was in college to help my technique, because I've been singing since I was a wee baby. Straight out the womb, making noises. Apparently I would sing in the stroller in Tesco's. I would sing Disney songs, apparently. So I've always sung from yay high. But my problem that I was having when I started gigging when I was a teenager, and I would find that I could only do like 2 songs and then my voice would just die. I had no stamina. So I started having lessons when I was in college, just to make sure I was actually singing healthily, because that's actually the killer. Singing well and singing healthily they're not one and the same.
I don't actually know when I started singing. I need to ask Mum and Dad about that, because I
feel like you've probably always been a bit of a singer.
No, but I only really figured it out when I was like 14.
Yeah. I would always recommend getting some lessons to just make sure that you are doing things healthy, especially because obviously all instruments are very physical, but with singing the instrument is you, there's a lot of things that if you develop bad habits you could cause a lot of permanent damage to your voice, which is something that you need.
Also, just understanding the difference between standing just slightly differently and the impact that has.
To be honest, I don't even, I get a lot of people saying, oh, why don't you teach vocals? And whilst I'm a strong vocalist, I wouldn't be able to teach. Teaching is a whole other skill. Emma is a very, very talented teacher and really knows how to like convey information in a way that's really understandable and breaking down a complicated concept in a way that you can understand. I don't know why I'm doing a lot of what I'm doing. That's the killer, right? I'm just doing it, especially because I'm self-taught and I've been singing since I was a child. A lot of my vocal learning was just mimicking. So I just listen to a vocalist sing something that I liked, and then I would just try and copy that exactly. And eventually I just taught myself how to do loads of different things accidentally by just doing that. And then polished that with lessons to make sure that I was doing things healthily and doing the right breathing exercises and stuff like that. But I wouldn't be able to explain to you, like if you said, can I do this? I'd be like, I just do it. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm not thinking about anything. There's so much that I need to learn. There's so much technical knowledge that I don't have. So much breathing exercises and technique and positioning and this, that, and the other. Like I can't do any of that. I can just sing. So I need lessons before I can teach someone else.
She's naturally talented.
Chris says, okay, understood on Ryan. Plus, I have a feeling Ilona and Emma will nearly die laughing if they actually had to sing Stop Woo Woo Woos a few times.
Please tell me that's what it is.
That's the song, yeah. Justin says, quick question. Do you think it's better to keep a straight back when playing drums, or is it a bit of a slouch more natural for drumming?
Absolutely
That's a really good question, actually.
You should be upright. Don't slouch. I am a hypocrite.
Yeah, but do they mean, like, you need to be, like, solid, or can you, like, relax, like, a little bit? I think you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be like super stretched bolt upright, but you don't want to be like this.
You should have straight posture.
The way you explained it in the Q&A that we just posted, actually, if you go on our YouTube channel.
Yes, actually.
It's an older Q&A. We just, for some reason, it just got lost in the backlog of video edits. So that's why it's from Drummers, even though Drummers closed down.
Yeah.
But it was just really good, and me and Emma, and we did this like drumstick challenge thing where Emma kind of played with a bunch of different sticks and I would randomly hand her sticks. Completely improvised. It was very fun.
Being handed different one stick at a time.
But she answers this question about posture in that, and you said that you kind of want like a line going straight down through your body to the seat, which I thought was such a great way to explain
the bottom
that.
Of the seat. So literally the column of the seat, your spine and the column of the seat should be a direct line.
Which I thought was such a good way to explain that.
For this way as well. So if you're doing this, like if you're doing a Buddy Rich and you're like this, It's going to cause issues at some point. I don't believe that he did not have any back issues. Also, if you want evidence of how bad posture affects your playing, look at Phil Collins, the drummer who interview of that. That'll tell you everything you need to know. However, his setup was whack.
Yeah.
His drum stool, that angle. Like, imagine your hips are constantly... that angle. What? Man.
Crazy stuff.
Crazy.
Jawara, right. Everyone, put your glasses on. We're clocking in for the
Right.
therapy session. The rough jail may let me go for not being a tough guy. I'm afraid of the violent criminals. That is so valid.
Me and you too.
Violent criminals are scary. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
That's okay. You are allowed to not want to be around
That's
violent
fair
criminals.
enough. Yeah.
I'll put this back because Goob's having a little nap now.
Oh.
That's so fair on your part. I'm really sorry that your job is at risk. That's really unfortunate. I hope that you are either able to resolve the problem or you are able to find something better, because it sounds like the job might just not be 100% for you. If you don't feel safe, feel like you can hold yourself against these people, that's the ultimate thing.
Yeah.
And also, it sounds like America is willing to imprison everyone left, right and centre for literally anything at this point. So I'm assuming things are getting quite crowded as well. Baran says, of course, it's imposed on you. That makes it different. I can also write a mantra aimed at shaping a more self-compassionate worldview.
You're speaking my language.
I love it. Baran and you two, you'd get on like a house on fire. A key to release negative blocks is self-compassion. Self-compassion is a gentle acceptance. Acceptance for self begins with acceptance for others. Acceptance is key, and the gratitude, and gratitude the attitude to release negative blocks.
Ding.
Emma loves that. She's all over that mindset. I'm way too
Get them
miserable.
singing bowls out. Let's
I'm
go.
like, no. Arturo says, I love you, Emma. Thanks for your videos.
Thanks. You are very welcome.
Chris says, Alona band question. Will there ever be a band track where Alona plays drums and Emma sings lead vocals? We were thinking of doing something like that. When we did the 4-week crash course for me, where Emma taught me how to play drums from scratch and I learnt one of our songs from our band, we were thinking of trying to do a performance where she sings.
Honestly.
Because she can sing already, so she doesn't need to learn.
I think we should
And I play the drums.
That would be fun.
It might be a fun activity to do with the band in a practice space.
When we do,
but I don't know if I could still play the song.
Love to Learn Drums live events, I think we should do that.
Oh no, I'll be so rubbish though.
That's the
Don't do
whole
that to
point.
me.
Makes everyone else feel a lot more comfortable, you know?
Yeah. Hey everyone, watch this girl be really bad at drums.
But everyone knows who you are. It'll be fine.
Trying to play cajon with a straight back.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That's the rule breaks for cajons. Pressure
I mean,
drop.
you can technically lean forward. I don't know. I just find out.
Alistair says, okay, Alistair's brought something up that I also don't, you know, I have a back for my drum stool, but I can't make up my mind if it helps or
It's
not.
because
I thought that I would like that, and then I actually tried it for a long period of time, and I was like, this is actually making my back hurt more.
It can make you actually relax into it more, and your posture actually gets worse because you're
just relying on it. Yeah.
So some people get on with it, some people don't.
Yeah, I think that's why it's good to go to, if you can go to like a local drum shop and try these different things out and see how you feel. It can be better.
My dad says, oh yeah, I first sung at the school where I was doing my music lessons.
Stand still to live on your eyes.
Absolutely terrifying.
At Saturday music school, that's
but
so cute.
I was 16. But even then, I knew I could sing before that, so I don't actually know when that happened. I think I discovered I had vibrato and then lost my... I've discovered my head voice at some point and gone, oh, what? Where did this come from? So my range just went, through the roof.
It does happen sometimes. You're just like, oh, I can sing this now. Why did that happen?
I actually started singing low jazz songs because it meant I could sing quietly and figure it out.
I mean, something also to bear in mind is that puberty has a huge impact on your vocal range. So someone who has been singing their whole life, that was very interesting, because obviously there was a period where I used to be able to sing much higher.
Like a little
and then
Tweety bird.
Yeah, and there's, my range has really shifted around as I've gotten older and I've matured. And it's only now, I'm in my mid-20s where it's like settled.
Yeah.
Because even if you listen to older songs,
you sound like a
so like
baby.
Maslow, for example. So Maslow, Criminal, and In My Bones were all recorded in the same session in early 2020. In January 2020.
Oh my God. I have a picture.
And even then, I sound younger.
Yeah,
I do. I sound distinctly younger. I mean, I am obviously, but I sound distinctly younger. And that's I was 20. I wasn't like a child. I was an adult. But even in those 5 years, I listen to the songs we're recording now, and how different my voice sounds is crazy.
But it's better because
and your voice
I find it's richer.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's definitely maturer, and my range has improved, and all of this stuff. So it's very interesting. And it's not even me, to be honest, I was working harder on my vocals then than I have been now. So sometimes age can have an impact, your environment. If you're a smoker, it can impact it. If, you know, you live in an area with a lot of pollution versus if you don't. There's so many things. If your house has mold. I found that I was really struggling to record for a really long time because my bedroom used to be this room.
Oh, God.
And my bed was up against the wall and I had a lot of mold in the room just because...
Victorian terrace.
We've now... put a lot of money into getting all the mold killed in our house. That was a very expensive day. We had to get the whole house like sort of fumigated and then we all had to leave and it was a whole thing. But I didn't realise it, but I was basically facing a wall that had loads of mold on it, trapped behind the bed, and I was breathing it in for months and months and months, years even. And I really noticed when I like pulled my bed back, cleaned the wall and like changed a bunch of stuff to try and improve it, how much my voice improved and how much I was regularly not ill because I would find I wouldn't be able to record all the time. I would be like, my voice is just not up to scratch to record today because I just feel I feel like I have a cold even though I know I don't. Even stuff like that can impact it. It's crazy. For sure. Hi, Emma's dad. Everyone say hi to Emma's dad. He's also called Chris. Everyone is called Chris.
Yeah.
We need less. We have so many Chris's in our life. We're at capacity, I think. We've got Chris Lark, we've got Chris Keeling, we've got Chris Taylor. It's all there. Have you gone to Hogwarts yet?
No. Which house are you in? I need to do the test
sadly,
again.
Tragically, a Hufflepuff. I'm so upset about it, but I can't deny it. It does fit. I am. Yeah, Hufflepuff is basically just everyone. Everyone gets put into Hufflepuff, but I feel like I'm derpy, and that's why I got put in. So.
You're not derpy.
It's impossible because everything is polar. Baran is coming out with the inspirational quotes today, guys. Alistair says, the depressing thing is that Emma's dad is most certainly younger than me. It depends. Know. How old are you and how old is your dad?
How old is my dad?
How old are you, Emma's dad?
Dad was born in 68. So that would make him... Is he 50? You're 59 already? Or is it this year? Or next year you're turning 59? Someone do the maths. Quick maths.
Right, Alistair, you put your age. Chris, you put your age. There you go. Chris Lark says, so are you both going to stick to the 9am on Friday chats until Christmas break, or maybe go back to the 10am slots on Fridays or something else? I'm guessing that means it's 9am for you. Where are you based, Chris? I thought you were based in the UK. Chris Lark, that is. We will be going back to the 10am slot on Fridays or something. If you are not based in the UK and this is 9/10am for you, it's daylight savings has done that. Sorry. We are always at 5pm UK time, whatever that is in the UK. Yeah. So obviously we've just exited British summertime. We're now back on Greenwich Mean Time.
Greenwich?
I think it's that.
Greenwich.
Greenwich? Greenwich. I was just thinking of the word in my head. Shut up. I'm going to delete that from the clip after this.
It's on the internet. It's never gone.
Hello, Tall41.
My dad.
Did you ever consider to make a Love to Carpentry channel? Or are you open to input on my setup referencing Emma's video where you showed your craftsmanship?
I was thinking about when I used to live at home. I was like, I feel like we could make something out of this. Because I was also trying to think of doing a van renovation as well. So I was kind of like, we could make this a thing. But Dad always wanted the idea of, he was always in shot, but it was always like the shoulders down because he's so tall. Yeah. And I was like, it's a great idea, but awful in practicality because the shots would have to be just so
it's kind of funnier if it's like Tom and Jerry where it's only the waist down.
Well, that's what the idea was. But yeah.
The unknown, the faceless dad appears to help.
Yeah.
Joara says, Emma, could you work in a violent jail, one guard per 60 inmates? That feels like
bad.
it shouldn't be legal.
That
That doesn't feel
feels
like a good split.
Not good. And the short answer is no.
I appreciate that not everyone has the luxury of being able to quit their jobs when they are not suiting them. I am concerned, Joara.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Learn to love lathes.
Love to learn lathes. I like it. I like it.
Pressure Drop says, here's a weird... I can't read today, guys. Here's a wee tip for any beginners. If you are playing and trying not to annoy the neighbours, it won't work. Find a place where you can't annoy anyone, even if you have to pay. It's liberating.
Yeah.
I actually think that is really good advice. If you are spending the whole thing being like, oh, I don't want to piss anyone off, you're just not going to be able to concentrate on what you're actually doing and really get lost in it, because the moment you get into that kind of really meditative like state where you're really locked into what you're doing, that's where true like building
That's
of
where you actually get anything done.
that's when you're really achieving, you know, that practice and locking stuff in, and you need to be able to have the freedom to do that. I felt really self-conscious when I was learning drums briefly last year. I would always feel so self-conscious of other people in the house hearing me, and that really bothered me, and I felt so self-conscious about it all the time, and it is a real barrier. So if you can remove that barrier,
which is ironic because I feel that way about singing in the house. Whereas I'm like,
I don't mind like singing casually around the house because I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But recording, I get really self-conscious, and I hate it when my family is home and I need to record. That's another reason why I have been so long recording our EP for our band. It's because my bloody family never fucking leaves. I have a lot of family that works from home, so there's just someone in the house at all times, and it's so annoying, and I just never feel like I can truly like just lose myself into the process.
Oh, hi Goob, welcome back to the land of the living. We need to wrap this up at some
We
point.
do. Okay, let's wrap this up. So just play until you get a knock at the door is Andrew's recommendation. Okay, Alistair is 55 and your dad is apparently rapidly approaching 60. So Alistair, you are not older than Emma's dad. There you go.
The more you know.
ZD3D is a total huff puff. Baran says, was gonna write, hope I did not step on any toes, or only Emma's at least.
Oh no.
Chris says, I'm in Los Angeles. Chris, for some reason I thought that you were based in Guernsey, and I think I'm mixing you up with someone else also called Chris, because we have another person who has a similar name to you that I think is from the UK. But that makes sense. Okay, yes. Sorry if it is a bit early for you. But it's always at 5 p.m. UK time, so it just coincides with the daylight savings. I believe the US daylight savings is coming into effect like imminently. It's like either just about to happen or has just happened or something, and I don't know if it's different in different states for different time zones, but by the end of this month, it should all be settled and everyone should be on the same track. I can't wait for this unknown point in the future where the world agrees to just bin off daylight savings. Because I think daylight savings is so confusing.
Yeah, that's because you're not a farmer.
Yeah, but farmers just get up whenever. They don't follow the times.
Yeah.
They just get up when it's sunny, so it doesn't affect them. So it's just kind of pointless. I guess it would just be so complicated for the systems all around the world to remove it. That it's so implemented digitally.
Good luck getting the world to agree on something at this current time.
Yeah, especially right now. That's true. All the inspirational talk was meant to as a response to the person who said life sucks.
But it benefits us all.
Exactly. Though I think that he is having a very specific problem, specifically with his job. Yeah, which I don't know if feeling grateful about things will help in this current time, unfortunately.
I think a gratitude journal saying, I'm glad I didn't die today is a bit...
Greenwich, it will remain. Guys, don't bully me. I forget that it's Greenwich. And I say Greenwich all the time.
I'm saying nothing.
Alistair says, trivia, the clocks don't change in South Africa, so my lesson time with Brett changed. Yes, that is an annoying thing. So one of our teachers, Brett Greenwood, you will have had lessons with him if you've done our crash course or you are on our membership. He has the most availability, so he takes the most students by far. And we have a lot of American students, and the problem is that for him, in terms of his time zone, even though he stays on quite late in terms of his time zone, it's still quite early. It's really early for American students.
I have that problem with
and because South Africa stays the same, everyone else shifts an hour or so. So in the summer, he has more availability for all the American students, and then in the winter, it goes so bad. So yes, sorry about that. But he's worth getting up early for.
Surprise, surprise, my dad is not hungry for fame.
He can attempt to answer questions though.
Mm-hmm. All your craft-related questions.
Chris says, are you going to film videos for all the songs on the new EP or just some songs? We have one music video that we have filmed for one of the songs. Originally it wasn't going to be a music video. I had two photographers, one photographer, main photographer, and then one like kind of behind the scenes and bonus, and then also visualizer stuff. It was just going to be for like socials, but the stuff he got was so good and looks amazing, and he got so much of it. I was like, video time. This needs to be a video. So we have one song that will have a video, but the imagery and stuff will kind of just encompass the whole EP. Brian says, next time I find you here, I will be prepared. Go another hour, says Jawara. No. I've got to send the weekly ebook out. I still haven't done it. I need to go do it.
Dinner to go and eat.
She needs to go eat dinner. I need to go do my job.
Chicken nuggies, because tonight neither of us can be bothered.
Yes.
Dad, don't tell Mum.
Poor Det says, thanks for your shorts. I've been learning for 2 weeks and still bad, but I want to be good. 2 weeks is nothing. It's okay.
I'm still bad.
You're not gonna be a professional after 2 weeks. It's okay. You're doing amazing. Yeah. And the fact that you're proactively seeking out resources and watching videos and getting stuck in is awesome. So well done. Everyone's saying stay safe to Jawara. We love you, Jawara.
Yes.
Please take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm. Bury yourself in your 8th book.
ZD3D says, oh no, I meant you, as in you are probably a Hufflepuff. He's 100% Gryffindor, apparently. I love the confidence.
Main character energy.
Yeah. I love you, Emma. Thank you for all your videos. It's not pronounced Greenwich. No, it's pronounced Greenwich.
Welcome to England.
I'm really glad North Greenwich is on the Jubbly line.
You're not living this down. It's not happening.
And on that note, we will see you
farewell
again.
Bye-bye.
Emma, are you free next week? Are you gigging next week?
Don't ask me silly questions that I don't know the answer to. We'll figure that out later.
No, because I want to tell you guys to check back in next week at 5 p.m. GMT. So I'm just going to check the calendar.
Who's going to get there first?
Friday, the 14th of November. You've got nothing on your calendar, which means that you will be going live. And it's Chris Keeling, as in the founder of Love to Learn Drums. It's his birthday next week, so I don't even know.
35, practically dead.
I know. Emma, why don't you record drum covers? Because YouTube will go, no!
Copyright, and also I just don't really like playing covers. Never been that way inclined.
She'd rather teach you how to play the song. Ask my dad.
He's asked me this question since I started playing drums. And he's been like, why don't you do it? I'm like, I don't want to. It's that simple.
There you go. Right, everyone have an amazing weekend. We will see you next Friday. I hope that you will do your drum practice.
I hope that you write your gratitude journals.
Do your drum practice. I'm about to send out the weekly ebook. So if you are on our mailing list, it's all about your left hand, because it's coinciding with the left hand boot camp. It's called The Equalizer, which you might have read before. It's a bit harder than Left Hand Boot Camp, so it's a bit more for intermediate and advanced, but you can have a crack if you want to. Yeah. But that's why I would recommend looking into the Left Hand Boot Camp if you want to improve your left hand but aren't ready for the Equalizer. So keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, we'll see you next Friday.
Peace out, yo.
Au revoir.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.